What's up guys, I'm back once again to show you some of the hot mods of the week, and in this week's episode we have one insane shotgun mod as well as a 4K retexture mod. But to kick things off, back in episode 11 we featured the Glock 19. Now this may be some 30 episodes ago, but even I can remember that this weapon was rather impressive and had a decent amount of customization. But what if you wanted to replace all of the 10mm pistols in the game as well as the deliverer with the Glock 19? Well, now we have the mod for you, and of course I'm talking about Modern Weapon Replacer Glock 19. Now this is not the first Modern Weapon Replacer that we've taken a look at, and if you're unfamiliar with how Modern Weapon Replacers work, where a 10mm pistol would spawn, now with this mod a Glock 19 will spawn with random parts, and this includes legendaries and the deliverer. But this is not the only Modern Weapon Replacer mod that we're going to be covering in today's episode. We also have Modern Weapon Replacer PL14. And this is going to do exactly as I described for the previous mod, where a 10mm pistol would spawn. With this mod, the PL14 will spawn instead, and this covers legendaries and the deliverer. Now Fallout 4 is not the oldest game in the world, but it's not the newest game either, so its graphics sometimes leave something to be desired. But with this next mod, we're going to be fixing some of these issues, and to do this, we're going to be using the mod HD Texture Pack. To be specific, what this mod actually is a combination of smaller 4K texture packs combined into one download to save on your precious load order. And some of the examples shown here are Airplane 4K, APC HD, Bus Stop HD, Chainlink Fences HD, Sandbags HD, Sidewalk Bricks 4K, and finally Steampunk Street Clocks HD. Now this mod actually includes 14 different files all combined into one, but I've only shown a few of these as some of the separate files I've actually included in separate videos, so I felt that I didn't need to include it again in this video. Now this mod is not the only retexture mod that we're going to be featuring in today's episode. We also have Subway Transit Sign 4K texture. And what this mod is going to do is take your old, bland, vanilla station signs and make them look a whole lot better, as if they've actually been exposed to 200 years of weathering. And as for the specifics of this mod, after downloading, you're going to have the choice of a 1K option, 2K option, or a 4K option, and the files can be loose or packed. And I'm honestly so glad that the mod author added some notes to the previous two options, because to begin with, I had absolutely no idea what those two options were, or the difference between the two. And the final thing I have to say about this mod is that it is an ESL flagged ESP. This means that it won't take up any space in your load order. But anyway, let's move on to the next mod. And the final retexture mod that we're going to be taking a look at today is the laser series. And what this mod is going to do is retexture all of the laser guns, laser muskets, and laser Gatling guns with a much more up-to-date texture. Now this mod is going to come in an option of 2K or 4K, and each one of these files can come in an ESL version, so regardless of what kind of PC you have, you should be more than able to run this mod. And of course, this week's weapon mod is the AA12 shotgun, and you can acquire this weapon by opening the console and typing in help space AA12. Here you'll be given the weapon's ID code, and after typing player.additem space ID code into the console, you'll have your hands on your AA12. And in terms of upgrades, you have the choice of an amazing 17 receivers, 3 barrels, 3 stocks, 6 mags, 10 sights, 6 muzzles, 4 add-ons including none, each of which add their own unique legendary, a slug conversion, and finally 11 skins. Now as weapons go, I really don't see too many shotgun weapon mods. I say that like we didn't cover a shotgun mod in the previous episode, but anyway, this weapon does a very good job of being a shotgun. It's loud and it takes enemies down in 1 to 2 shots, and what more could you possibly ask from a shotgun? And as shotgun mods go, this is definitely one of my favourites. The combination of its high base damage and decent customization, as well as the smaller details, like the custom reload animation, and the way that the aesthetics of the weapon actually change when you change the stock. And with that, that's going to wrap things up for this mod, and the video for that matter. I hope you all enjoyed the mods here today, and if you did, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I hope to see you all in the next video.